brown fruit. So be careful. English has so many meanings. Date is a day and year noun. Date is as a meeting with your beloved one. Yeah. At New Year. And it's really very useful. Very, very useful, full of very, very good vitamins. Bahram will confirm what I said. I hope so. Okay, great. Who wants to come online and share with some practical pieces of advice how to behave in a particular situation? Any volunteers? What practical advice would you give about studying or doing business in Armenian? Ladies, who wants to come online? Gayane, maybe you? Hello? No volunteers. If you want to speak, please write in the chat box. Or do you want me to nominate? Okay, that's okay, Gayane, don't worry. Noura, you are welcome.
Hello, Satya. How are you?
I'm great, and we are all ears. What it means, we are all ears. Exactly. We are listening to you, to your pieces of advice very carefully.
Yes. I think what in our country, businessmen or a businesswoman not punctual. Because when they have meeting, they go to meeting very late and ask many reasons about him, her, or his late. But it is not.
Bring many excuses about being late.
Yes, but I think what we plan any meeting, we all be punctual because it is very important in business and our
what? Partners.
Partners, yes, think about us, what we not polite, we not punctual, and we don't do before some work or some, yes. And
so your advice is, what's your advice, Noura? Don't get angry with Armenians, for example, because they like being late. For example, yes. You can say instead go and enjoy coffee while waiting for Armenians to arrive, something like that.
And
because she will be on time, definitely.
Yes, it's very important of my point of view. And second one, we all are planning our work, and very important we work do in deadline. Not after of deadline. It's very important to my point of view because we don't lose our partners.
Okay, great. Thank you, Noura. Thank you very much. But I would like you, you remember one of our last grammar tasks was should or shouldn't. And this is the language that you usually use when giving some advice or recommendation or whatever. Yes, so try to use it. You should do this, or your business partner should do this, or shouldn't do this. Ruxima, would you like to come online and share your practical advice about giving gifts? What kind of gifts Armenians should give to their business partners? What's your recommendation?
I think, well, I don't know a lot about this, but I think the most popular gift may be a cognac.
Or what else?
Or something alcoholic, maybe.
Something creative?
Yes.
Because that's classical, what you said.
Yes.
Armenian brand is classical. Ladies and gentlemen, please help Ripsime. Something creative. Really? Henrik Mkhitaryan's toy. Do we have something like that, Gayane? Are you sure we have it available? Yes, really?
Yes, it is available in Mankan.
I didn't know. Homemade ka. That's okay, Sat. You are always welcome. Don't worry. Okay, yeah, in the Yerevan, it's okay. That's great. Dried fruit. This is what I was looking for. Dried fruit, not dry. Because dry fruit is really not tasty, but dried fruit, great. Exactly, Sarfri. That's really tasty. Ripsime, one more thing. What about planning and deadlines? What advice you should give your business partners?
I think it is very important to get all the work done until deadline. But I think in Armenia maybe it's a little flexible than in other countries.
Thank you, Naya. Okay. Yeah, Armenians, yeah, they like changing plans.
Yes.
I think. Okay, thank you very much, Ripsime. And now you're right. It's now your turn to come online. Do you want to? Souvenirs, yes. Naira, are you?
Good evening.
Hello, Naira.
Is my connect to hear me well?
It's perfect, I would say.
Okay.
Any good one? Can you give us some kind of recommendations concerning greetings? How business partners, foreign business partners, should greet Armenians? There are. Yes, exactly.
Men shake hands. It is very common for us. Yes, but of course, like we speak about Armenians. Yes.
Yes. How? I mean, yes. Like, imagine your foreign business partner is coming to Armenia. You are giving practical advice, pieces of valuable information. So, like, shake hands with men. That's okay. What about ladies, women? How they should greet women? With lots of kisses.
Smile at first. Smile and ask to each other about the health. How are you? Or about even the weather.
Should they kiss women on cheeks? One cheek or both cheeks? What do you think?
It depends.
It depends on the woman or both? I'm provocative today, I know. On the partners. Kyra, how would you like? I mean, it's your recommendation. How would you advise them to behave?
It is very difficult to say. I like when I meet even a foreigner, even woman, with how to say, համբուրելով այդ թուշ թշի, հա, ես ճիշտ հասկացա.
Kissing on cheek, kissing on the cheek.
Kissing on the cheek, because it helps to be closer and to think anything positive in the business. But yes.
But what? Continue.
It depends on the other partner.
Okay.
For example, English person maybe, or the person from US would like to have a distance.
Okay. Yes, they like personal space. They value personal space, and I think only smiling is a good solution in case of them. What about making friends? Your recommendations about making friends?
It is very important. Nowadays, we live in the area of globalization. So making friends is very important. Most of us in Facebook have so many friends, even more than 1,000. So
we're speaking about making friends in reality, not in virtual reality, but physical one.
It helps in business.
Exactly. And how, I mean, what kind of advice you can give in regard to making friends?
For Armenian, it is very important. Even they say, Շրջապատի մարդը ծանոթություններ ունի, how can I say in English?
So he is a man of the company.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Naira. I won't torture you anymore. There is some black humor in the... Come on, guys. You are being cruel today. And mind how you spell burial. Okay. There is some black humor in the box. Just for you to know that everything is recorded and your black humor already a history. It's already recorded and already history. Great. Now let's go to our grammar. We will still have time to speak. Don't worry about others. So very easy, a piece of cake of grammar. It won't be, I'm sure. Just Serpui, today today you have gone into black. Vicky speaking about biting, beating. That was funny. So today we are having only could and would. Could is used to make a polite request. For example, could I have a glass of water, for example, or could I have a cup of coffee or whatever? And would is used to make an offer. Would you like something? Would you like me to do something or whatever? So these two phrases are used in business environments if you want to sound really very, very polite. Thank you, Nadine. But yeah, this is also, is it a request or it's an offer? Nad. Is it a request or it's an offer? Now you tell me. Are you sure? If it's an offer, it should start with would. So it's a request. I know that it's from the song, but it's a request. And I don't ask you who she's asking. That's the secret. Now let's have a look at the questions on a plane journey. Decide whether they were asked by the flight attendant or they were asked by the passenger. So who's acting today? Vartuhi, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
So Vartuhi, Vartiter, I think. Serpui, maybe you, because you are going very back in the chat box. Do you want to come online?
Hi.
Hello. Okay, so you read the sentences and your colleagues, partners, and counterparts write in the chat box. So whether it's a flight attendant or it's the passenger who said that. Mind you remember about Stanislavski, please keep the tone, the stress, intonation. Imagine that you are the flight attendant or the passenger. So please start, so you start, you read the sentence, we see the answers, and then Varter is reading, then Vartuhi, and then like this.
Okay.
So till it finishes. So Serpui, you are to start. Imagine you are on the plane and you are asking for a drink. You go.
Okay.
Could I have another drink, please?
Once again, a little bit connected one. Could I have another drink, please?
Could I have another drink, please?
Mm-hmm. What is it, ladies and gentlemen?
It is passenger.
That's a yes. It's a that's the passenger who said. Then, but
would you like a newspaper?
Exactly. Who said that?
This is flight attendant.
Right. Var to he.
Could you show me? Sorry. Could you show me how to turn on the light, please?
Mm-hmm.
Passenger.
That's the passenger. Exactly. So for he.
Would you like another drink?
Who said that?
Flight
attendant.
Exactly. Next.
Could I have some mineral water, please?
Mm-hmm. Could I have some mineral water, please? Mm-hmm.
Passenger.
Then,
Would you like coffee or tea?
would you like coffee or tea?
Would you like coffee or tea?
Yes, exactly.
Flight attendant.
Exactly. Uh-huh.
Could you fasten your seatbelt, please?
Flight attendant.
Yeah. Nora, you won't get your coffee because you have a spelling mistake there. There is no coffee with one E. We have coffee with only two E's. So no coffee unless you have the right spelling. Yes. Okay, next.
Could you help me find the movie channel, please?
And the last one.
This is passenger again.
Okay. So thank you, ladies, very much. Now I'm reading the sentences. You are telling which one is a request and which one is an offer. Could I have another drink, please? That's a request.
This is a request.
That's a request. Would you like a newspaper?
This is an offer.
Exactly. Could you show me how to turn on the light, please?
Request.
Request.
Would you like another drink?
Offer.
Offer.
Mm-hmm. Could I have some mineral water, please?
Request.
Request.
Would you like coffee or tea?
Offer.
Offer.
Could you fasten your seatbelt, please?
Request.
And could you help me find the movie channel, please?
Again, request.
Request.
Guys, fasten, which letter is the silent one? It means we don't pronounce it.
That is T.
T, yeah. Fasten, what it means to fasten your seatbelt. Where do we fasten our seatbelts?
In English.
In a car. In a car. Not only
In a car.
and also yeah, in a car. Usually it's car.
Car, maybe plane air, maybe train also.
Yeah, buses are also possible. Exactly. Thank you, ladies, very much. Let's skip to the next activity again. So everything was done perfectly. Now, you are at a hotel request. Use the verbs in brackets to make polite requests. Just one thing to remind you, and also me, not only you, that whenever we request something, we make a request, usually please should be added to sound as polite as possible. Now, you want to go to a good restaurant. Please make a request using recommend. Exactly. Wow, could you recommend a restaurant, please? Well done. You didn't hear that and you asked to repeat. How would you say that? You asked to repeat. Could you say it again or say that again, please? Thank you. Could you say that again, please? You want a photocopy of a document. Exactly right. Exactly, Surpli. Well done. You want a photocopy of the document. Exactly. Could you copy this document for me, please? Could you copy this document, please? Could you make a copy, please? Don't forget about it. You want your bill. You want to live and you want your bill back. Could I have my bill, please? Well done. Could I have my bill, please? And the last one? Could I call taxi? Could you call a taxi for me? Or could you call me a taxi, please? Exactly. Well done. Now let's listen. And please mind the tone and intonation because you are going to come back then to repeat it. Now let's listen and mind the tone and the intonation and the stress.
No problem. Where do you want to go?
Sorry, I couldn't understand. My connection is bad. I couldn't hear you, Arshak.
Could you recommend a good restaurant, please?
Okay. Guys, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I all the time forget about it. Rifsima already knows. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for reminding to switch back my microphone. Now, could you please read the sentences? Naira, Narinet, Galaya, Naile, Pilaya, you three. Yeah, thank you, ladies. Get it over. Okay, so Naira, the first one is yours. Please, you listen to it. You got the tone, the stress, the intonation. Try to copy it.
Okay. Okay.
The second sentence is yours. The first one which says second. Could you, Naira?
Could you recommend a good restaurant, please?
Once again, with the right tone. Could you recommend a good restaurant, please?
Could you recommend a good restaurant, please?
Thank you. Narina, the third one is yours.
Could you say that again, please?
Thank you, Narina Piloyan. The fourth one is yours.
Could you copy this document for me, please?
Thank you, Naira.
Could you? This is mine again.
5 is yours.
Could I have my bill, please?
And 6, Narina.
Could you call me a taxi, please?
A taxi. Okay, great. Thank you very much, ladies. Now, please listen once again and write in the chat box how the other person replies or responds. Please listen once again and write in the chat box how the other person responds. That's important. Let's start listening. Okay, I hope you can hear me. I just know. Yes. The first one, it's not. Could you recommend a good restaurant, please? Yes, there is a very good Italian restaurant near here. And where is the continuation? The first one, yes. Could you give me a map? Yes, here you are. Whenever you're passing something to somebody, saying, here you are. Yeah, on the Simon Street, exactly. What's the reply for question number 3? Could you say that again, please? And? Yes, and what? On the Simon Street, okay. Could you copy this document for me, please? I will show you exactly where, exactly. That's okay, what are you? Bahram, what you can't? Okay, can you copy this document for me, please? Sorry, the office is closed in the evening. Okay. That's great. Okay. I think he has the problem with the listening. Could I have my bill, please? Don't worry if you, I mean. Could I have my bill, please? I'm printing it. Print it, great. And could you call me a taxi? Yes, I'll just print it for you. Thank you, Rupsime. Could you call me a taxi, please, Nora? No problem. That's great. That's my favorite. Where do you want to go? Well done. Rupsime, and who wants to come online? Serpuhi, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
That's great. Rupsime, you are here?
Yes.
Great. So you can see it's a role play. Yes. So Rupsime, you make the risk request, and Serpuhi, you reply, and then you will change the places. Let's start.
Could I have last month's production figures, please?
What she's asking?
She's asking for last month's production figures.
Okay.
And you should reply in a polite way.
Yes, I could send it. Yes, I could send an email. Then I will email them this means for I should mention time.
Yes, because there is a PM. I will send you these what?
These production figures at 4 p.m.
At 4 p.m. Okay, thank you. Now you make a request to Ripsime. The second one.
Okay.
Make a request.
Could I have a meeting with the quality manager?
No, I'm sorry. He's away on holiday.
Okay, great. Ripsime, Surpui.
Can I have a copy of the quality report, please?
No, sorry, it is not yet ready.
It's not ready yet.
Ready yet.
Okay. Thank you very much, ladies. Bartiter and Bartley, the last two lines are yours.
Okay, who will ask the question?
Whoever wants to, Bart, you start.
Okay. Hotel, yes?
Yes.
Could you recommend me a hotel near the company, please?
Yes, I'll book a room at that hotel.
Yeah, for example, yes, book a room at this hotel because it's very clear. For example, near or close to us. And what?
Yes, the agenda.
Agenda.
Could I go to the agenda for your visit?
No. Could I have? What is agenda?
I don't know.
Agenda of meeting.
This is what you are going to do.
Yes.
Exactly.
Could
I have?
Oh, okay. Could I have, or may I say, could I make an agenda for your visit?
Have a look at the reply. Send it. Could I have or receive or get the agenda for your visit?
Could I get the agenda for your visit?
Yes, sure. I will send it later today.
Okay. Thank you, ladies, very much.
Thank you.
And now we're proceeding to listening. We will be listening to Luis, who is a project manager, and he's in a meeting with Tom, who is one of the project team leaders. They are talking about Paul, a foreign consultant they hired to work on one of their projects. They are going to listen to their conversation and mark the statements as true or false. And please, if they are false, correct the false ones, why they are false. I mean, I need some details. Here is your link. Please start listening. Great, my ladies, that you are ready. Beauties. But let's wait for the majority to finish, and we will start checking, if you don't mind. Albert, are you ready? Welcome. The gentlemen are a little bit silent today. Girls power. This is the way I should call our. Thank you, Vahyam. Classes. You all the time dominate our gentlemen. Okay. Albert, what about you? Are you here? Okay. His Bahram is here. That's great. So Tom doesn't have a good relationship with Paul. Is it true or false? Any details you can add? That's true, really. Is not communicator. Yep, with double M. Yeah. Instead of, yeah, Tom would like Paul to communicate more to face-to-face. That's true, because yes, he doesn't like exactly face-to-face meetings. He sends all the time emails, like me. I also like writing emails. People like, yes, face-to-face. Why does Paul get on well with his customers? Is it because of his knowledge? What the listening said. Is it true? Are you sure, Serpuhi? Exactly. It's false. They respect him, but actually they don't like him. He's not on good relationships or terms with the customers. They just respect him because of his knowledge, skills, experience, etc. Paul doesn't meet his colleagues very often after work. What about the statement? Is it true or false? It's true one. And Louis is going to have a meeting with all the team members first. Exactly. False? Why it's false? No, why it's false. Why it is false? She will talk to Paul after the meeting. Okay, but advice is not a countable noun. To give advice, without to give some advice or to give advice. Yes, he's going to speak or to talk to Paul after the meeting. Right. Yes, if you want to make it plural, you say pieces of advice. Thank you, ladies. You rocked. You are awesome. You can see the answer there. And let's listen once again and get through the missing words. Bahram, you are going. Bahram and Albert, I want guys to work. Ladies really worked out hard during the whole lesson. Bahram and Albert, you are going to tell us the words. So let's listen once again and complete the extracts with the missing words. Let's wait for the others, Simon. Bahram and Albert, you are our victims today. Are you ready? Let's make guys work. That's great. Bahram is ready for the challenge, like a real gentleman. And what about Albert? Okay. Bahram was the first missing. Albert has gone missing. What's the first missing word? Exactly. Ladies, do you confirm it? Exactly. Exactly. That's the right word. Okay. What about the second one? You see, Paul's not very good at communicating. Exactly, Bahram. Right, you are. Thank you. What about the third one? Well, how can I put it? They respect him. He's got a lot of knowledge. Okay. 4-1 is best, and right you are, and 5 is advice. Okay. How do you write advice, guys? Listen to me very carefully. Advice. No, I'm not saying advice. I'm saying advise, to advise. Exactly. The verb is written with S, and it's pronounced with Z. Advise. To advise is when you give a piece of advice. Exactly, Sartwi. Well done. Hurrah, heroes. So now another task. Let's complete the sentences with suitable endings. It's again from the lesson book. Exactly. The problem is not good at communicating. What about number 2? I think you should talk to him first. You should talk to him first. Write you on. What about 3? The best thing to do is to explain what his role is. And mind the order, not what is his role, but subject, verb, what his role is. And the last one, 4. Yeah, okay, so you are going to have a meeting with him first. Right, you are. Now let's have a look at the language used in dealing with problems. So the opening, there is something I'd like to talk to you about. I need to talk to you about something, or could I have a word with you? That's really very common. Could I have a word with you? Stating the topic, there is a problem with Paul. The problem is we don't have a good relationship. Suggesting actions, we could meet the other members of the team. I think, or I don't think we should meet Paul every week. One thing we could do is that, or we should do this, or the best thing to do is that. And how to respond to the suggestions. I agree, fine, let's do it. Yes, I think that would be very helpful. or I'm not sure that's a good idea, or well, I'm not sure about that at all. I don't think that's a good idea. Now we have a role play again, and you will choose who is going to do. We have two managers in the same department who both are having a problem with an employee, Ken Derby. They meet to discuss what to do. So manager number one thinks that Ken is not happy in country because he doesn't understand the culture. He's not interested in learning the country's language or its customs. He's often late for work and meetings. He doesn't shake hands with other staff at the beginning of the day, but everyone else does. He uses first names with everyone, with senior managers too. No one else does it. And you think it's best that he moves to a different department or he just leaves the company. And the second manager thinks that Ken has a problem, but he's not sure what is it. The second manager likes Ken. He's good at his job and for colleagues. He often does overtime in the evenings, but he doesn't socialize with colleagues. Yes, Marina. And attend social events organized by the company. And you want to keep Ken in the company, and you are happy for him to stay in your department. Try to agree on a solution with the manager one. So who wants to be manager one? Who wants to be a manager two? We are going to discuss how to solve the problem with Ken Derby. Vartiter, you are manager one. And who is manager two? Vartan, you are online. Who's manager two, ladies and gentlemen? Ira, you are manager two. Okay. So once again, going through the 3 slides. This is the first slide, the language.
Yeah.
That's the second slide. Second one. Okay. What are the problems that the first manager has in regard to Ken?
Yes, part.
Yes, and the second manager's task, opinion is this one. Naira, it's yours. Ready?
Yes, like we should discuss. Yes. Peter will be the first manager, I will be second manager, and we will talk about Ken or Paul.
Yes, Ken, because you have different opinions about him, you should discuss and agree on what to do with him, how to solve this problem. So
okay.
I'd like to speak to you about Ken, who is not happy working in our company, and I'd like to show me this first slide, please. So the second one, manager one.
And you think Ken has a problem?
Ken is not happy working in our country.
But I'm not sure. He is good at his job and helpful to colleagues. And I think we like him. Of course, he often does overtime in the evening, but he doesn't socialize with colleagues. or attend social events organized by the company.
Okay, any suggestion what to do?
I think he doesn't understand the culture of our country, and he's not interested in learning our country's language or its customs. Maybe we should maybe we should offer him to go to our other department, because there are a lot of workers which are from this country, and he could socialize there.
My opinion is other. I want to keep Ken in the company, and I think we are able to socialize him. We will help him, and he will stay in the company. Do we understand correct?
Yeah, but I need some actions. I mean, what to do to make him socialize? Any action plans?
I think we should explain him the importance of knowledge of the country's customs, where the person lives. And as a person, the colleagues respect Ken, and he has so many knowledges concerning his job.
So much knowledge. Knowledge
Yes.
is uncountable. So much knowledge.
I'm sure he will be able to learn our customs and our culture.
Oh, you are so optimistic. I think otherwise, because he's not a polite person. He always uses our first names, and also with senior managers too. And he never shakes hands with our staff. And I won't be able to socialize with him either.
Maybe the times are changed, and it will be a good idea if we will start to use first names and feel free. Globalization.
Or maybe you should speak to him.
I'm not going to speak to him.
At the end,
Try your best.
At the end, maybe we will have a problem with each other.
Is it Naira or Vart? No, I think it's Vart who hates Ken, not Naira. Just trying to compromise. But I think we should speak to this person, have a meeting with him and explaining the problems and asking him to respond or to react. This is what I would do, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, my heroes, Naira and Vart, for speaking. Some action plans, what to do, what you would do in this situation. You have a worker who's a really good one, but not easy to socialize with. He's not respecting the rules, the standards you have at the company. What your suggestions would be?
You know, in our days, it is difficult to find good workers who has enough knowledges. So we should keep this kind of persons and work with them.
Okay. So speaking, communicating, negotiating, organizing a party, Vart, as the last Armenian government. Nora, what it means? You should speak as the last Armenian government. That is? How would you explain that? Okay. Okay. Sophie, your black humor is really killing me today. Why? What for? Okay. Knowledge. Okay. Or maybe to make him drunk, get drunk, and grab him to a party. He won't resist. This is also a good idea. He will become sociable. He will become sociable. Okay, great. That's it. We did our last live session together. Or get fired. Yes, guys, and there are two ways out. So once again, reminding that next week is our last week together, and next week you are going to have, next week, not this one. You are going to have 2 live sessions with 2 interactive webinars. This week it's still in its regular order. We are having on Saturday our regular interactive webinars at the regular hours with your regular teachers. Nothing changes. But next week we are going to have our last week, which will be an intense one, with 2 live sessions on Tuesday and Thursday. An interactive webinar with individual groups on Saturday, and on Sunday we will have a joint interactive webinar with all three teachers and with all of you. And we will play games. What about the exam? We will inform you additionally about that. This week, no changes. Nothing changes this week. We're having it in our regular procedure. What to email, Naira? Naira will call you. What to email? Yeah, as soon as we have the co-op's approval, I will email you everything. Yes, it will be on Moodle, and we will also email to you about the schedule. Yep. So Tuesday, Thursday, it will, as soon as COF approves it, we will have it on Moodle and we will email it. Our regular interactive webinars on Saturday, and on Sunday we will have a joint one. I hope so, Bart. I hope so that you will have another course. There are plans, but as there are still plans and not a reality, I can't tell you more details. But I'm sure. I hope, and I would even say that I'm sure. Come on. We will also miss you, don't worry. You want to continue, Nura? Is it a demand to the government? Okay. Great. It's a request, a polite one. Advice? Okay. Offer. Okay, got it. We will pass it to COF, all your demands, requests, advice, and offers. So you have, Moodle is already open for you to complete the tasks. As always, you have only Moodle quizzes whenever I teach. And we are meeting on Saturday for our regular interactive webinars. Hope to see you all there, ready and fresh and rested, because it's Saturday. It's time to rest. Any other questions that I may answer? Okay, that's okay, Gan. You and Sarfuk today, you went back, absolutely black, but that's great. That's okay. Any other questions that I can? See you. See you, Naira. I will ask Naira to call you and remind you about the lesson. Welcome. Okay. See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye, Suzanne. Bye, Naira. Bye, Naina.